Second feature of loving our enemies is that it distinguishes us. It is what distinguishes us from the world. Verses 32 and following, you heard it 3 times. Even sinners love those who love them. Even sinners do good to those who do good to them. Even sinners will lend as long as you repay them. Loving our enemies is the perfect opportunity then to be different, to love those who don't love us, to do good to those who don't do good to us, to lend to others without expecting anything in return. Now, do you find yourself getting agitated, uncomfortable, looking for and creating exceptions to this teaching? Me too. Loving people like us does nothing to distinguish ourselves from people who don't know God. Loving people like us is completely natural to the world, and it makes sense to the world. And it also leads to division and distrust and ultimately destruction. When the only ones we love and do good to and loan to are the ones who look like us, talk like us, live where we live, vote like we vote, and so on. And I know the hesitation, I know the pushback. This is too passive. We're not called to be passive. And then we find examples of Jesus not being passive and Paul not being passive. And I want to ask the question, how are you defining passive? What's your standard? Is it what you think it is, or is it what God thinks it is? Because Jesus is not asking us to accept what sinners do. He's just asking us to love them like he did, all the way to the cross. Consciously, an act of his will to love, to do good, expecting nothing in return.